Namaste and welcome to Yogi Healing. Today we are going to explore a very interesting topic, one that fascinates many of us. It's about the pineal gland or the third eye. There's a lot that is available on the internet about this, and there are multiple number of spiritual practices that are focused on opening this third eye. But what exactly is it? The third eye is considered to be a portal or a gateway that connects our physical dimension with our spiritual dimension. What do I mean by that? It means that the opening of the third eye gradually dissolves this whole idea or the concept that we are a separate self and that we are separate from God or consciousness or the divine. And as the third eye opens more and more, you are actually very strongly connected with God or source or consciousness. And you begin to understand that there actually is no separation, that all of life is nothing but a manifestation of that one divine consciousness, or God, or source, or awareness, whatever you may choose to call it. The opening of the third eye usually results in very heightened levels of intuition, self-awareness, or awareness in general, awakenings and insights, paranormal and extrasensory perceptions, and very many mystical experiences. When the third eye opens more and more, you gradually begin to transform in a manner where all self-limiting belief systems gradually dissolve. You see yourself as a manifestation of the divine, connected to everything that is around you, whether it is plants, or trees, or birds, or animals, or insects, other fellow human beings, and you have a perspective that is no longer self-limiting, that is no longer driven by the very limited space of your ego and identity, pride and vanity. The transformation is magical in many cases and in many senses. If we explore the pineal gland from a more medical point of view, then the pineal gland secretes two very important neurotransmitters from one single amino acid, which is called as tryptophan. And these two neurotransmitters are melatonin and serotonin. Melatonin controls the sleep and the wakefulness cycle, and melatonin secretion increases in darkness or where there is no light or when there is little light, and it helps us to go to sleep. And during the day, its secretion is less. During the day, the secretion of this neurotransmitter called serotonin increases, and serotonin is considered to be a mood stabilizer or a mood enhancer. When serotonin is secreted in normal proportions and in good proportions, then we generally tend to feel good. Our mood is enhanced in many different ways. Apart from that, the pineal gland is also supposed to secrete another chemical which is called as N,N-dimethyltryptamine. It is popularly known as DMT. Many of you have had psychedelic experiences with this drug called DMT. And when you do that, you actually experience breaking free from the limitations of your own limited self. Many of you have experienced something mystical, something very, very divine, as if you are interconnected with everything. The entire fabric of life is but one. It is the same thing that happens through very many spiritual practices. Our body's secretion of DMT is said to increase, and it is the one that actually gives us these extrasensory perceptions, or this feeling that we are one spiritual consciousness manifesting itself in multiple different ways. If we go and explore the history of the pineal gland and its understanding in ancient civilizations and cultures, it comes up with something really fascinating. In India and in Hinduism, almost all gods and goddesses and figures and figurines from ancient civilizations very prominently display the third eye. We call that the Agnya Chakra. And many of these yogic and spiritual practices are directed at opening this particular third eye. If you go into ancient Sumerian civilization, which was present in what is now current-day Iraq, and in those civilizations, the ancient Mesopotamian and the Babylonian civilizations existed. Many of those excavations prominently display figures and figurines that show the third eye. If you go into ancient Egyptian civilization, it is pretty much the same. In fact, the eye of the Horus is a very beautiful physiological and morphological description of the pineal gland as how it is situated within the brain. It was known by the Aztecs, it was known by Native American civilizations, and so many different cultures. As I mentioned, there are multiple spiritual practices that result in the opening of the third eye. There are various different yogic practices, there are various different meditation techniques, breathing exercises that result in opening of the third eye. But most importantly, the very exposure to sunlight, the morning sun and the evening sun is supposed to activate the opening of the third eye. There are various different diets that we can follow that result in opening of this third eye. There are multiple different breathing and yogic techniques which we can do, multiple mantras whose vibration open the third eye, multiple sound healing techniques that open up the third eye. There are specific frequencies that help in activating and opening this third eye. The third eye is calcified as we become older. And there are certain specific chemicals that actually result in increased calcification of the third eye. During the World War, Hitler actually experimented with a chemical called fluoride. It was called sodium hexafluoride. And he found out that when given to people, it made them calm, it made them peaceful. And hence this chemical started getting used in various different concentration camps at that point of time. There were multiple other experiments that were carried out at different points of time. But what the use of fluoride does is increased calcification of the third eye or the pineal gland. So what it does is it prevents your third eye from opening. It may keep you peaceful, but your sense of awareness, your spiritual growth, capability, understanding actually reduces. Not only that, fluoride is also supposed to prevent or reduce neural regeneration, as a result of which there are multiple diseases that can occur. These may not have been proven directly through very many medical research and scientific papers, but the correlation cannot be ignored. We use fluoride nowadays in our toothpaste and many of the other cases. Often it is said that it strengthens bones and teeth and so on and so forth. Interestingly, there are various different governments that use fluoride in tap water to keep the population calm. And in these places, it is also noted that there is an increased number of dementia, Parkinson's, Alzheimer patients. As I mentioned, it reduces neural regeneration. In a way, is this done to keep the population calm and peaceful, to prevent us from awakening so that we can truly be our own independent self, and hence cannot be controlled, cannot be manipulated through fear and through propaganda. It is something to really think about. The opening of the third eye is key to our spiritual connectivity. It is truly key to opening ourselves up into higher dimensions of life. One that will result in peace, in harmony, in the coexistence and peaceful coexistence of all of humanity and nature. There are many people who would not like this or want this, because it then won't be a very profitable venture. I'd like you to leave your comments here. If you have any questions, we will get into them. And for those people that actually come and do sessions with me and work with me, there are multiple techniques that we explore that helps us in opening our third eye and Agnya chakra. You're most welcome to contact me. Have a beautiful and a blessed day and a beautiful life. Lastly, try and use non-fluoride chemicals. There are multiple herbs and herbal toothpastes that are available. Try and get more exposure to sunlight, stay more in tune with nature, explore pranayama and various breathing techniques, meditations, different frequencies that help to open our third eye. Break free from the belief that you are a separate self. You are a manifestation and never ever separate with the source, God, or divine consciousness. Happy opening of your third eye. Namaste and bye-bye.